everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Global Nurse Stories. It's me again, Blessing. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing the past videos with your friends and family. And today I want to talk about a particular topic that people have been asking me to go through, and this is pathway to the United States of America as an internationally trained nurse. So I've done several videos on how to register with different state board of nursing, but people want me to highlight everything that needs to be done from the beginning to the end, and that's the purpose of this video. So let's go there. What is the first thing that has to be done? The first thing is you have to verify your nursing education, meaning you must have completed your nursing degree or your nursing program from a recognized nursing school from your home country. You must make sure that your school is accredited to train people for the nursing program. And also you must have an active nursing license in your home country. I know there are some countries that you have to renew your license every 3 years or every 2 years. Then you have to make sure your license is valid at the point of you applying to write your NCLEX-RN exam. Also, you must keep educational transcripts and license documents ready. You must make sure you have access to get your official transcripts from your school, and you must have access to be able to reach out to your licensing body from your home country to verify your license. So your nursing education is the foundation of the entire process. If you want to come practice in the United States of America, your nursing education is the foundation, because that is what the credentialing body will review to make sure your training meets American standard. So that is the first step, verifying your nursing education and your license. So what is the second step? The second step is choose a state board of nursing. Nursing licenses are issued by individual states in the United States, and requirements differs from state to state. So you have to research state-specific requirements before applying. There are some states that are friendly to foreign trained nurses, and there are some states that are not. Some states will require you to have social security number before you can register to write the NCLEX-RN exam, meaning you must have been in the United States and you must have your social security number. Meanwhile, some states does not require social security number. So not every state has the same requirements. So choosing the right state can save you time and money. So you have to know what your state board of nursing require of you as an internationally trained nurse. So what is the step 3? Step 3 is your credential evaluation. You have to choose a credential evaluation body, whether CGFNS, now called True Merit, or Joseph Sini, depending on which credential evaluation body that your state board of nursing actually has set. And what these credentialing bodies will require of you is for you to submit your official nursing transcripts directly from your nursing school, and your license verification directly from your state board of nursing from your home country. So all your educational credentials are going to be reviewed for US equivalency. They want to know if it's equivalent to the same thing nurses do in school while in the US. So most credentialing bodies will require you to have your international passport, your nursing degree or nursing diploma. Your academic transcript will be required of you, which is going to be an official one, and your license verification, which is also an official one, will be required of you. And they will require you to also pay some money depending on which body you choose. So you just have to check them out and see how much your credential evaluation is going to cost you. So these steps confirms that your education and qualification match US nursing standard. That's what this step is to do for you. Then what's the next step? This step is the next English language proficiency. Some people might not do English language tests before passing NCLEX, and some people might do it before passing NCLEX, but either ways you are going to need it. English language proficiency Mostly people use IELTS, which is International English Language Testing System, but you need to do the academic. I already did a video on different English language proficiency that you can use, especially for your visa screen. Apart from some state board of nursing that require English language proficiency before you write NCLEX, this English language proficiency exam is actually needed for your visa screen. So strong English communication skills are essential because nurses interact with patients, families, and healthcare teams every day. They want to be sure you can speak English, you are proficient in English, and that's the purpose of you writing this English language proficiency test. So up to the next step, which is for you to apply for NCLEX eligibility. The second step talk about choosing the board of the state board of nursing you want to use. So at this time, you have to go to that particular state board of nursing that you want to use to write your NCLEX and apply on their portal. You create your profile and apply and pay the money and meet with all the requirements. Some state board of nursing will require you to do fingerprinting, which is criminal background check, and some may not require, and they have different requirements. So you just have to go to their website, create a profile, apply, meet up with all the requirements, and while you are doing your credential evaluation, it's going to ask you which state should they send your report to. So at that point, you would have asked them to send it to that particular state of board of nursing you already chose. So they already have everything, and once they are okay with all the application and your credential evaluation result, they will give you an authorization to test. They'll send you an email telling you you have been authorized to go and test for NCLEX RN exam. And once that is given you, the next thing is for you to schedule the NCLEX RN exam through the PersonVue portal. So you have to create a profile on the PersonVue portal, pay the applicable fee, and choose the state board of nursing. And after that, you schedule your exam by choosing the country and the dates you wish to test. You pay all the applicable fee, whether for the exam and also for scheduling. If you are scheduling in America, they don't require you to pay if you want to write your exam in the United States. But if you are writing it outside the United States, you are going to pay some money to schedule your exam. So once your credentials are approved, you are one step closer to becoming a US registered nurse. Yeah. So the next thing is for you to pass the NCLEX RN exam, which is the National Licensing Examination for Registered Nurses. And this exam is actually to test your clinical judgment and patient care knowledge, and it can also be taken internationally in many test centers, as I've said. So what are some preparation tips that you need? You need to practice questions daily. You need to do some review courses. You need to focus on patient safety and prioritization. I know NCLEX RN exam is challenging, but with proper preparation, it is absolutely achievable. Yeah, a lot of foreign nurses that pass through this route, and they are doing well, excellently well in the United States. Once you pass the NCLEX RN exam, then your license number will be released to you, and you are officially recognized as a registered nurse in your chosen states in the United States. And next thing will be for you to do your visa screen certificate. Visa screen certificates requires your education, your licensure, your English proficiency report, and it is required for most foreign nurses. This certificate is critical for your immigration because it's part of immigration requirements for international nurses. Then after that, the next thing is for you to find a US nursing employer. There are some recruitment agencies that can help you and link you up with employers in the United States. Also, there are some hospitals that offer sponsorship for international nurses. They call them direct hire. So you can reach out to the hospital directly, or you go through recruitment agency that will link you up with hospitals according to your specialty. So employers will look out for your NCLEX pass results, your active RN license, your English proficiency, and your clinical experience. That is very important. Your clinical experience will determine what kind of patient population they are going to match you with. Employers are actively recruiting qualified nurses because of the ongoing nursing shortages across the United States. So once you find an employer, the next thing is for your immigration and relocation. Many nurses come to the United States through the EB3 visa pathway. They'll complete the visa processing from their home country and go for visa appointments and relocate to the United States to start working, which is the final step before you start your nursing career in the United States. Of course, when you get there, you'll be able to go through some orientation to familiarize you with the hospital and with the equipment that is being used where you are being posted. So that is all I have for you today. I hope this video is able to help and give you some understanding on how the whole process have to go before the final stage. I know the immigration stage seems to be the toughest stage because there's no timeline. You don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know when you get here, but at least you passing the NCLEX RN, the IELTS, it will give you a ray of hope that one day the immigration process will go through. Thank you for watching, and if this video has helped you and you know somebody that it might help, don't forget to like and don't forget to share with your loved ones. I'll see you again next time. Bye.